What's up, guys, and welcome back to my reading journey. Hope we're all doing fantastic. And today we're gonna continue with the first book of Marcus Aurelius Meditations. So, the sixth part. Let's do this. Of Sextus, mildness and the pardon of a family governed with parental affection, and a purpose to live according to nature, to be grave without affectation, to observe carefully the several dispositions of my friends, not to be offended with idiots, nor unseasonably to set upon those that are carried with the vulgar opinions, with the theorems and tenets of philosopher, his conversation being an example how a man might accommodate himself to all men and companies, so that though his company were sweeter and more pleasing than any flatterers, cogging, and fawning, yet was it as yet was it at the same time most respected and reverenced, who also had a proper happiness and faculty, rationally and methodically, to find out and set in order all necessary determinations and instructions for a man's life, a man without ever at least appearance of anger or any other passion, able at the same time most exactly to observe the stoic apatheia or unpassionateness, unpassionateness, and yet to be most tender-hearted. Ever of good credit, and yet almost without any noise or rumor, where learned and yet make a little show. Seventh part. From Alexander the grammarian to be unreprovable myself, and not reproachfully to reprehend not reproachfully to reprehend any man for barbarism or as Salsaism or any false pronunciation, but dexterously by way of answer or testimony or confirmation of the same matter, taking no notice of the word, to utter it as it should have been spoken, or by some other such close and indirect admonition, handsomely and civilly to tell him of it, each part. Of fronta, to how much and why, and fraud. And hypocrisy, the state of tyrannos, king is subject unto, and how they who are commonly called, i.e., nobly born, are in some sort incapable or void of natural affection. Ninth part. Of Alexander the Platonic, not often nor without great necessity to say or to write to any man in a letter, I'm not at leisure, nor in this manner still to put off those duties which we owe to our friends and acquaintances, to every one in his kind, under pretense of urgent affairs. The tenth part. Of Calidus, not to be condemned, any friend's expostulation, though unjust, but to strive to reduce him to his former disposition, freely and heartily, to speak well of all my masters upon any occasion, as it is reported of Demetrius and Aphanodotus, and to love my children with true affection. 11th. From my brother Severus, to be kind and loving to all them of my house and family, by whom also I came to the knowledge of Pharisee and Helvidius and Cato and Dio and Brutus. It was also that did put me in the first conceit. And desire of an equal commonwealth administered by justice and equality, and of a kingdom wherein should be regarded nothing more than the good and welfare of the subjects. Of him also to observe a constant tenor, not interrupted with any other cares and distractions. In the study and esteem of philosophy, to be bountiful and liberal in the largest measure, always to hope the best, and to be confident that my friends love me, in whom I moreover observed open dealing towards those whom he reproved at any time, and that his friends might without all doubt or much observation know that he would or would not. So open and plain was he. 12. From Claudius Maximus, in all things to endeavor to have power of myself, and in nothing to be cared about. to be cheerful and courageous in all sudden chances and accidents, as in sicknesses, to love mildness and moderation and gravity, and to do my business whatsoever it be, thoroughly, and without querulousness. Whatsoever he said, all men believed him, that as he spake, so he thought, and whatsoever he did, that he did it with a good intent. His manner was never to wonder at anything, never to be in haste, and yet never slow, nor to be perplexed or dejected, or at any time unseemly or excessively to laugh, not to be angry or suspicious, but ever ready to do good and to forgive and to speak truth. And all this as one that seemed rather to himself to have been straight and right than ever to have been rectified or redressed. Neither was there any man that ever thought himself undervalued by him, or that could find in his heart to think himself a better man than he. He would also be very pleasant and gracious. He would also be very pleasant and gracious. Alright, guys. We're gonna continue with the next part of the first book, but we'll do it tomorrow. So thank you for joining me today. See you tomorrow. Bye.